Welcome back to another exciting gameplay where I'm woofing like a dog today, playing Amber Emerald. Zach, I thought you almost just inked a dog, but you didn't. You inked a happy.
Yeah. It's a weird card to play in the Allies deck. It feels like kind of just scar fodder, but
Yeah.
it's a decent one drop. Like sometimes if you can get the right, but like most of the time, a 2/1 with evasive isn't killing the evasive threat anymore. We don't have the outflow to worry about. You know, we have TikTok and like Genie and stuff. Like it's a great tech to have, other than that it's just an ally one drop in a deck that is trying to do the evasive or the ally thing. But instead, Mark just goes to town with 3 1-drops, and that's not really what we're equipped to be with this deck.
Yeah, you did add a Tinkerbell off of the Daisy.
It's true.
Which is pretty good.
That was good. Hitting my ramp on 2 was good. Chenzo off the draw. At this point, I think I probably just making a smash so that way we can play the happy. And pass the turn up.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not really used to the dog deck. I'm usually used to a control or a mid-range deck, so I'm not really.
Smash is such an awkward card because like I couldn't kill any of your 3 1-drops with it, and it's like, am I gonna spend a whole turn 4 that I ramped into? You know, like playing a smash, and then that's it.
Clarabelle, everybody. And
the 3-drop, and I believe you drew a card. It's also we got Vincenzo off one of the daisies and another Tinkerbell off the second daisy trigger. So now we're just Vincenzoing and Tinkerbelling it up in our hands.
Yeah, and basically, if you can't like Jasmine Plakely, it's gonna be really hard for you to catch up.
I mean, even with that, I was thinking about that because I think I have an option for that line, but it's awkward because do I spend a turn shifting Jasmine for 2 and then not play Plakely? You know? And then next turn Plakely? So that was like where I was like in a rock and a hard spot right now, where I kind of wanted to just I initially was thinking maybe I just hard cast the Jasmine here, and then I'm like, no, I need to be able to kill the Nala, so I'm just gonna jam the Jasmine and hope it's enough. But that's kind of why I'm belly aching over this decision, because I could also Plakely and get closer to our Vincenzo, but the double ramp will probably get us there. And we also will have now a 2/5 body. It's like a little bit better than the 1/2.
Yeah, for sure.
And it can also sing strength. So it's like that's the counterproductive part to some of these blue steel decks where it's like I'm playing Plakely and I'm playing Strength of Raging Fire. Like Plakely takes away your 2-drop, and so that way when you go to sing strength on 4 with Plakely, sometimes you only have one other character, which is not great.
Yeah, which makes the blue steel deck just really hard to pilot because you really need to like have the right cards at the right time, and you're not gonna get that every time.
Oh yeah, I mean, even just getting the daisy triggers, it's like, yeah, I got Vincenzo's, but they wasn't very impactful, really, anyway.
I'm going to 12 on board, and I'm threatening lethal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
8.
It's like Cancer.
Exactly lethal. Unless I play a trap next turn, which then...
I think you have 9 because of the Nala, unless the Nala's in the discard.
Yeah, the Nala's in the discard. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it just stinks too because you're only at 5. It's not like you can even like Tinkerbell here and get some sort of advantage.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with the Tinkerbell too, is if you're not shifting the Tinkerbell, you really get no advantage. Because you're playing the Tinkerbell, and then they might decide to not quest, save their guys, or on the other side, it's like if you just attack and kill only 2 things, more than likely they are okay with that because you're not surprising them. You're not getting to attack with it immediately.
Yeah, or even like if you had 6, you could at least smash and strength, so then you could get rid of like 2 things. But the 5 is really tough.
You might have just forgotten to put 1 damage on Jasmine. I don't think it was so relevant at this moment.
No smash. I don't think you have another 2-drop. So.
We at least prevented you from questing for lethal this turn, so it gives us maybe 1 extra turn to be able to play a Tinkerbell or a removal spell, but it's looking rough for us out here. But I don't think there's a great way, even if you just quest out at this point. What I'm thinking is that, say you ink, quest with everything, play nothing. Yeah, and you're just gaining 2 more 1-drops. Yeah.
The shift are really crazy.
And then, yeah, I have 6ing, so really, at that point, there's not much that I'm going to do this following turn that's going to be so relevant. Like, maybe a Tinkerbell.
Yeah, it's really all you can do, because it's like, what else are you going to do?
Jam Tinkerbell and lose, you know?
Because you can't even really strength.
Yeah, I was trying to do the math on, like, okay, but like Tinkerbell had to kill multiple things. Yeah. All of your guys had 1 health except for 1. I could have survived another turn. Then you still had at least 1 drop from the lady in your hand. But you only played the Daisy, so.
And that's where the lady shift on 4 is really strong. But let's see how game 2 goes. You get to go first now, so maybe you get a hook, but no, you get a Jasmine. Nice go. I'm not going anywhere with that.
Funny you mentioned the Captain Hook is that I actually opted to not play Captain Hook and instead play Happy. And that was purely because it was an ally and I wanted to be higher up on the I made this more as a blue steel ally than I did a blue steel control.
Well, even with the Happy's pretty good to like out like Genies and Elsa's in the Blurple matchup. So it's not a bad shout at all.
Yeah, Happy's plus Genies kill a lot of evasive stuff. So it seems good in theory, but it just doesn't perform all that great against the super aggro deck like the dogs, where the dogs just go crazy.
And if you're playing dogs, you really want to Bobby on turn 2 before you play another thing, just to see your options. Here I got to discard a Lilo to get some extra value, either with playing it later or just adding it back with Lady on turn 4 or 5. And this is the hard part, right? It's like, do I play another 1-drop? I think the other go-go, I wanted to keep it just to scare you, but double Lady's pretty good.
Sailing early so that way I don't ink something that we want to play. The Tipo. Jasmine for turn. Play another sail.
And I feel like this is where you want to be, because honestly, you ink again now, and it's like Tinkerbell comes out now. Next turn.
Yes. On turn, on your after your turn 3, it feels like it's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's where you really want to see the Tinkerbell, and even Pluto's okay.
Yeah, the idea with him is like he's an ally, so we grab him off Jasmine, but we can also swing at something for 5, and that's pretty significant to do, especially when you ramp into him when you play him on turn 3. Just great place to be.
And it's really cool that I like in this set is that this dogs deck is not just turned sideways now. It has many different areas to kind of hold your characters and sing a song, or play the big tramp and then wait to sing a song.
The Emerald Chromacon's been seeing a lot of play along with Under the Sea, so that way they almost take like against the other aggro decks, they take a control approach where they're like, I'm gonna play Lady, play an extra guy, and then sing Under the Sea early.
Yeah, and people are probably like, why is he taking so long on his turn? But you really do have to think about like what you're going to be setting up for the big tramp, and to make sure that you have enough bodies. Like, I'm playing this to boost that Bobby, just so I can take Jasmine out. So now the singing threats are not there. And I have a bunch of Lady and the Tramps, which is basically my favorite Disney. And I quest here just for 2 because there's no rush, so I don't have to worry about that. Don't gotta worry about that. 3 Genie, which is a little scary, especially when it's combo with a Smash.
Smash the Tramp, so that way the small lady, the uninkable lady, you know, doesn't quest for 2, which is great. So a little Lilo action.
And you always want to bring back Lilo, especially if the hand's low. You know, had a lot of Ursulas in his hand. But
Lilo is great with the Chromacon paired because, you know, you get to bring her back and they don't want to attack it because then it's going to bounce something.
Mm-hmm. And I just pass because I'm like, if you take Lilo out, I'll just bring her back anyway. So
Pluto, jam with Vincenzo.
Oh gosh, how do I even win this game? I forget.
I won't give the chat any spoilers, but things are looking pretty grim for you. But dogs are pretty resilient too. You know, I don't feel safe right now, but you're at 2, so if I can hold you back a little bit longer and don't let you quest for 2 with those small ladies. But, you know, I am running out of gas, and I haven't really set up the allies part of the deck where I draw a bunch of cards. So the draw engine in this deck is kind of just shift Jasmine, and that's it against you. So I'm not really drawing more cards. Sometimes you're drawing more cards than me.
Yeah.
And we're still only hard draw that you get off Lilo.
We're still only at 2 each. So
we do have a dock, which is our other way we can draw cards. So I think I'm debating if I just ink and then play the dock. Yeah, ink, play the dock.
Yeah, which is terrifying.
Super rough that it was a Pluto and a Jasmine though.
Yeah, like if you hit Star here, crazy.
The Genie, the Resist, take out the Lilo, and then just jam the Pluto. I think I'm just considering that I would like it to have body. I'd like it to come in unexerted because there's really no point. You're not going to attack them.
Yeah, sorry about that glare, guys. That's intense. Blind a man or a woman.
Pluto's just so shiny.
Keep doing Lilo because most of the deck is under 2, so doesn't matter much. But I just passed here. You know, there is a chance that you kind of just quest out here and win the game, which is very scary. So you go up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So go to 11, 12. Oh gosh. I think I have 2 cards in hand. Maybe 3 now. And again, that is the Pluto in the shiny area that you can see. So Ursula. What's Ursula gonna do? It's looking like I'm thinking about challenging Pluto. Pay 3 here. Gonna shift onto Lady. You get to add 2 cards. There's going to be a tramp. I think that was a Bobby, but I don't know.
Yeah, you might have just grabbed the Bobby because it's ink.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. It's taking so long.
Yeah, Mark takes his time with his turns. But
What?
if I remember correctly, yeah.
Now I remember what happens. All right, guys, you're going to see an amazing play of Under the Sea. Basically clearing his whole board, except for Genie. Still not the best, because, I mean, you are top decking. I did add the 1-drops. I do play the 1 lady. Maybe I added lady and not not a Bobby. But now, yeah, I'm threatening because you kind of, well, you draw smash, so you do take lady out. I think you just quest because you're going to 13, so it's interesting for you to, like, if you trade there, then I just take it out, and then maybe you just top deck like an action again, and it's losing.
Yeah, I think it was just that, like, you weren't going to waste your turn questing or not questing for 2. You were more than likely, like, I was enticing you to just attack. Go ahead, attack the Genie. They'll have 3 damage on it, whatever. But at least I'll get closer to 20, and then maybe I could, like, snag a Vincenzo off the top. And then just kind of quest out and win the game that way.
Oh yeah, Tramp, which I had to add
You
with
had,
the lady.
you had brought back Tramp, so it was like I knew you could just quest for 6. So
I'm gonna pay 1 more for this girl, and we're just going for 4. Go up to 6, like Zach said, and then I just gotta hope that his top decks aren't good. I end up just playing the go-go because I'm like, you know what? I might not have
got excited for a second when I saw the knight, and it was not the knight I wanted.
Right.
Fortunately.
And as you can see, this Lilo really brought me back into the game because there was a turn where you quested out and didn't take it out, which got me to be able to sing the Under the Sea. So that Lilo got taken out, it would have been GG's for me. And this is just shows the power of the dog deck. Like, all it took was an Under the Sea, and I flooded 1, 2, 3 characters on 1 turn, and then 2 on the next. And then it feels like almost impossible to come back after that. Which is why that 5-cost lady is like it's one of those cards where, like, you hate drawing it when you're at 3 ink and no ladies, but when you can actually combo it off, it almost feels like it wins the game.
That's the game.
Yeah. Crazy comeback by the dogs.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
They could call me an underdog.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and come join us next week for more gameplay.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next time.